Macho John Madden, Orizaba, Mexico. I'm at the back end of the Palacio de Gobierno, the most famous building in Orizaba. It's not as pretty back here, but it was designed by George Eiffel, who you probably can guess what else he built in France. So that brings a lot of tourists to this town, and it is a spectacular building. I started the morning in the shadow of the Cathedral of St. Michael the Archangel, which is quite stunning, and I have a lot of videos about that. I'm an Irishman. Every good Irishman needs a pub, and about 2 blocks down that way is the Musea. It's the Muse. It's dedicated to music. It's a pub 1 flight down on the side of the river, hanging over the river. And I'm going to mention some other magical. You know, my son, when he was a kid, would play video games for a long time. And mostly the way the early ones at least worked, you'd go into a room and try to find what was in that room that could help you on your journey. It might be a sword, it might be a pouch. The first thing I have found in this magical pueblo is the mountains. We are surrounded by mountains here. I mistakenly was saying that one of these was Mount Orizaba. It might even be true, but it's not Pico de Orizaba, which is the highest mountain in Mexico and one of the 3 highest in North America. That's about a 2 hour, I think that's a 1 hour drive from there. That's Borrego, Mount Borrego. And that the Parque Alameda, which is stunning, is right at the foot of that. And you can get a cable car up to the top of the mountain, and you can ride a zip line down. So the other things I have found in this town that can support me in my journey: a massage therapist, something named Isis, and the sign refers to all kinds of magical Egyptian stuff. So that sounds great to me. I mean, not to everybody. I have found music. Every good Irishman needs music. And just down from the cathedral in that direction, there's a wonderful musical Yanez store, and there was a sign for ukulele lessons. Now, I have a deposit down on a ukulele in Burnsville, North Carolina. I put down $60 4 years ago and never got back to pay it off and get it. But I've dreamed of playing ukulele for a long time, and I had no idea they played ukulele in Mexico. But the manager, I think Fernando of that store, told me there are big ukulele groups where lots of players play in a band, and one of them is coming to town, and the guy is offering classes where you can learn ukulele and play with this band. So that's got me kind of over the moon. And just this morning, right down there in the Parque Alameda, I saw a slender Mexican man leading classes in Tai Chi. 3 seniors. There's a free class by donation off only. But I hung around because Tai Chi has been really magical for me in the past, as well as Aikido and Taekwondo have been a big part of my spiritual practice at different points. So I walked and talked with Enrique and found out about his classes, and I'm going to be around him every chance I get here in Orizaba. And my plan is to be in Orizaba somewhere between 2 months and the rest of my life. I've been saying for 2 years on the road that my goal is the Riviera Maya because I have to swim in the ocean. I not have to, but I want to every day. It's oceanic. It takes me back to God. And Veracruz, 2 hours east of here, is probably going to end up being one of my bases. My current vision is half the year in Veracruz, where I can get up here pretty quick, a couple hours, and half the year in the Riviera Maya, where I would be swimming and making a living as a coach, because there are tourists and vacationers there with money in their pocket, and I think I can sell my coaching My background is psychology and management consulting, and I have a product that's pretty hot, basically, being with Majo and being in the water with Majo. So all that is predicated on the notion that I will ever get out of the magic spell of Orizaba, which really is yet to be seen. Yet to be seen. I don't know. That is my slogan. 4.5 years on the road, you can boil down all my spiritual learning to Alfred E. Newman in Mad Magazine in my youth used to say, "What, me worry?" So on the one end it's what me worry, and on the other end it's I just don't know. I don't know. Don't look at me like that. I don't have an answer. No, talk to me later. All right, bye.